Well, Novak, a rare blip for you last week in Monte Carlo, but is in a way a setback like that sort of helpful to remind you sort of how consistent your levels have become over the last couple of years?
Well, it was definitely helpful to help me understand what I've gone through in opening 4 months of the year. To sit back and relax and spend some time with the family, recharge my batteries, and because after Miami I had 2 days off, and then I had to start training on clay courts, and I've been training well, but I was kind of disguising that need for a rest, and I felt pretty flat emotionally on the court, and that's when I realized that it's going to be a hard day in the office, and I fought, but I couldn't do more. Lost to Vesely, that was playing well, and then on the bright side, as I said, I got to spend some time home, relax, think about something else, and then start training slowly and building up my form and my quality of tennis, and that's why I arrived earlier in Madrid, and I'm hoping I can get a little bit more matches than I did in Monte Carlo.
I mean, yeah, as you say, a return to Madrid for the first time in 2 years. You weren't here last year. It's not always been the kindest event to you, but why do you think that is? You've only managed to reach the sort of final here once, particularly maybe the conditions aren't suitable for you here?
Well, yes, the conditions are specific because it's in a high altitude, and it's not that easy to control the ball. So if you have a big serve, you have a lot of advantage playing in this particular conditions. Even though it's clay and it's considered the slowest surface on the tour, because of the altitude, I think that the ball travels to the air very, very fast, very quick. So you have to be aware, and you have to adjust yourself constantly, and it takes a little bit of time, a few days at least, to get yourself adjusted well. So that's why I came earlier, and I've had a couple of great training sessions. And I'm just hoping to get the best out of myself, and I'm really looking forward to compete in Madrid after 3 years. Always had really wonderful memories from this city and from this tournament. The great reception actually in the first practice session in the center court, and I missed it. So I'm hoping I can do well.
And we often come here talking about Rafa Nadal. We obviously seen him win back-to-back clay titles for the first time in a while recently. I mean, is that a sign that he's back to his best, or is it still too early to say that, do you think?
Well, it's he's been playing terrific tennis in Monte Carlo and Barcelona, undoubtedly. And this is his most preferred surface, and he has won so many clay court titles in his life that you have to always consider him one of the top favorites, no question about it. So I'm sure he's very motivated and pumped to keep on going and stay on the right track. But it's just an opening, I think, third week of the clay court season, and most of the players, top players, are really eager to get out on the court and show their best. And I think after Monte Carlo and Barcelona and the tournaments in the past week, players are starting to get a little bit more rhythm in movements and ball striking. So I'm sure that we're going to see some good quality tennis in Madrid.